Can we go, rude boy?
Bro, we're almost there, bro. You're like a couple days away from go time, bro. How you feeling? You're a couple days away from sleepless nights and shitty nappies.
You know what, right? You see the shitty nappies, yeah? I don't mind the shitty nappies. Like, you see them things there? I don't mind. Do you remember your children? What?
So
Yeah, do you remember when your children had a cold? And
yeah,
did you did
snot.
you did you suck out the snot out of their nose?
I could never do that.
What is wrong with you? I don't think I've spoken to a single person, yeah, who's about that life.
I could never do it, man. And the thing is, like, yeah, it's your child, innit? So you can do anything. Like, you'll pick up things that they've eaten, like they slobber on you. Like, my kids are pissed on me, all of that stuff. But to put my mouth over a baby's nose to suck, it's just the thought of it.
What, to make them feel better?
Nah, I use one of them little the little pipette things.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Aisha's talking about that. You're talking about that. Tasha said the same thing. Like,
it come like you're looking forward to doing that, bro. That's nasty.
wait.
Come like you're like, yeah, man, I can't wait to suck the bogies out. What?
No, it's not. No, it's not a madness like that. But yeah, that part of it, I'm not bothered about. The sleepless nights, we'll get over that because, like, me and you have driven the length of the country.
Yeah.
DJing, landed back. You've done your radio show up and about. It is what it is, bro.
You know what though? Like, obviously, like you said, especially you, like you're a man that will wake up at 5:30 in the morning to get to the barbershop and you know what I mean, go out and then come do, like, we're used to it, yeah. But I am finding in my older age, I don't think I could do that late nights no more, bro. And staying up. Like I really cherish sleep, even though I'm not getting a lot of it. Like I sometimes have problems sleeping, but I cherish sleep now. I understand why it's important.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when I realized that I was older than what I believed I was when I'd wake up in the morning and the first thing on my mind was, I can't wait to get back into bed. That's when I realized.
Should I tell you when I realized I was old? It was what's the date on that? It was the 27th of August, 2019. Look at the part. Look at that sign behind me. The day after Carnival, yeah, when I woke up and I was like, what is this pain, bro? You know that pain of, like, during Carnival, you don't feel it. You can walk miles. You're jumping up and down, like you're just like having a good time. The day after, finished. So you put your foot out of the bed. You're like, what is that? You gotta lie there for an extra hour and just think about life. Your body just don't feel the same. It's finished. The day after Carnival, finito.
Bro, you know what? That Carnival's never bothered me, bro. Like the day after, nah, bro.
Nah, I'm finished, bro.
To be fair, remember, you slept for a lot of Carnival, bro.
Yeah, I did, actually. I did.
You honked.
I did. I think this was, yeah, I feel like there's been carnivals when either you don't know where the car is or you've parked the car quay. Or them carnivals, you know what, I rate people that can go by public transport. We're supposed to do that. That's the truth. You're supposed to get up early and go by public transport. I can't really do it. But then people that go by public transport and then one train station is locked off, so you got to walk to the other stop. Then it's like you got to queue up to get into. I can't do that. Then when you get out, it's long, and then you can't even sit down when you get on the train because everybody's pushed up in there.
I'm gonna tell you why. Yeah, you see, at Carnival, you're active, you're doing stuff at Carnival. You see those people, their Carnival starts from the moment they link up with their brethren in the morning, whether it be guys or girls, yeah, to the moment, and it finishes when they get home. So part of their carnival is the public transport.
Right.
Because you see us, yeah. You see if we do public transport, fam, we're cussing from we're
All the
on
way.
route to the
All the
we're
way.
cussing, and we're contemplating all sorts of madness. Black taxi, Uber. I must know a brethren who lives around here. Let me go and cock up somebody's yard until it's. Do you know what I mean? Where these people. That's
But the thing is as well, like you can't. I've been by public transport before, yeah, and you can't fully enjoy carnival because you're like, fuck, I gotta go home, man. I gotta get on this train. Like you can't fully enjoy it because you know the end of the day is long. You're not getting home till 11:30 at night, midnight.
Yeah.
It's long, and you've been standing up all day. Like at least I know, like my car's over there. I can just jump in the car. I know I'm gonna be sitting in the traffic for time, but at least I'm in my car and I'm comfortable. But when you get public transport, it's a mission. It's long.
I don't sit in traffic. But where we parked the car last time with that sign, yeah, when that sign fell off, that sign accidentally fell off.
Fell off, yeah.
Yeah. And we kept it as a souvenir. From there, it was like blow to the top of the road, bus a right, and you're literally over by Edgware Road, ready to bus up.
Like it's nothing long.
Yeah, it's a neat little shimmy. It's a neat little shimmy. I can't even lie.
Speaking of public transport, are you seeing all this Croydon slander today? And again, can I let everybody know? Croydon and Crystal Palace, two different places. They're not the same ends. Have you seen this? Why? Oh, sorry. So Croydon was Croydon was trending this morning because of the flat. You saw the flat. Yeah. But then later it was trending again because Wireless has been announced for Crystal Palace Park. Did you know this?
No, I didn't.
Wireless is going to be at Crystal Palace Park on the 10th and 11th of September. So people are like, oh my God, Meg Thee Stallion's going to be in Croydon. And it's like, no, Crystal Palace and Croydon are not the same ends. So people are like been slandering Croydon all day, saying, oh, how can they move Wireless to Croydon? It's not the same place.
Wait, but the thing is, yeah, I remember when Finsbury Park was getting it. When Finsbury Park first got Wireless, the slander was mad.
Okay.
Finsbury Park, the greasy ends, everyone's going to get robbed. Everyone's going to, you know what I mean? It's just like, what are you talking about?
Where was the best Wireless?
The best Wireless was at Hyde Park.
Nah.
What?
My favorite Wireless was at the Olympic Park. That was banging.
You see with that, yeah, do you know what the problem with that Wireless was? I'm going to tell you the problem. There was a couple problems with that Wireless. First problem is that when you came out of Stratford Station, and you remember you had the workers telling you where to go, holding the signs, yeah,
I drove again.
So. Oh, look at you. Oh, yeah, I drove in there.
I drove again.
Yeah. Wireless, yeah. See, when you come out of the station and they said to you, oh, not long, it's only about a 40-minute walk, yeah? But because it was so jovial, you could hear the music.
Yeah.
So you thought that they were joking, bro.
The bop was gaff. The bop must have been long. Because it's funny because when you was like, when you come out of Stratford Station, I was like, what, Stratford Station? That's nowhere near it. I was thinking that in my mind. And you did the walk. That walk is long.
Brother, that walk is like you coming out of Finsbury Park Station, yeah, but Wireless is at Whiteman Road.
Mad.
And you know you can walk directly through Finsbury Park Station and get to Whiteman Road in what?
You can't do that.
10 minutes.
I'll walk all the way around.
Bro, oh my. And then there was points where you couldn't hear the music no more. Then the music got, And then on top of that, leaving Wireless, remember, Wireless finished at 11 o'clock. I think the last train from Stratford was at something like 11:27. Bro, that Stratford, that Stratford one,
Big up to RT, who also says the Olympic Park was dope, but the walk was long. Yeah, the walk must have been insane. Of course. But I liked it as what it looked like. And regards as a festival, that's how I envisage a festival. It was good, man. And the vibe, the weather was wicked as well. I think
Yeah,
that was the Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake that year.
that
As well.
was the Jay-Z and the weather was mad. But the thing with that, do you remember there was a long walk from the Justin Timberlake from that main stage down, kind of like a little slant to like I think where the old school garage and that was. Like the old school garage is way down from that long dusty path. Nah, it was. I mean, yeah, vibes wise, it was good, but nah, Hyde Park by far.
What do you think about Crystal Palace as a location, though?
For me, banging, cuz.
You gonna go?
It depends on the lineup.
It's probably gonna be the same lineup that they had last year, but they had to cancel.
Well, then I'm not going then.
Yeah, the lineup
Wait,
wasn't great.
Was
that Meek? That was Meek Mill, right?
See if we can put out the lineup. Was it Meek? Possibly. I mean, if there's people of my age, then yeah, I roll. But all of these little drillers, nah, I got no time for.
We don't need that. We don't need that. Yeah, everyone louder to slander. But yeah, the housing thing, that is mad. That is nuts. Like, how can they allow people to live in houses? For people that ain't seen this, basically a report came out this morning. People have been living in mold-infested council flats in Croydon that are leaking. Disgusting, absolutely nasty. And how they can let people live in those conditions is beyond me. And like, let's just be honest. The majority of people that are going to be living in those conditions are black.
Croydon's bankrupt though. That's the thing.
It's horrible, man.
Yeah, Croydon ain't got OP. It is it ain't got OP. It is horrible. But I watched it on, I think, the BBC News, and I think for the last year, so many people have been emailing in and sending in pictures of them living in similar conditions all over the country. All over the country. So yeah, it's a bit mad. It's a bit peak. It's a bit peak. But you know what? Let's crack on with this with our subjects today. Let's talk about this Derek Jackson.
I'll be honest. So obviously I know what's happened, yeah. But whenever I see Derek Jackson pop up on my Instagram feed, I scroll past.
Absolutely.
People repost his videos all the time. And not because I'm a bad person or I'm nothing to do with that. I just think like it's always something for me when like people come across holier than thou and talk down on other people. I just whether it's about relationships or whatever, it doesn't sit right with me. I just don't like it. It just doesn't make me feel good. So whenever I've seen videos of him on social media, I've always just scrolled past it. He's never been somebody that I've been interested in. And I know a lot of women followed him and a lot of people are upset because this relationship guru, is that what he would call himself?
Yeah, I suppose we can call him that.
Yeah, this relationship guru basically has been exposed that he, even though he's given all of these ladies and men and women actually this advice on relationships and how they should act in relationships, has actually been doing the dirty on his wife. And yeah, I mean, what do you think? And we shouldn't laugh. It's not even funny, but it's just like it's not funny at all. But again, whenever I saw this guy on my timeline, I always would scroll past it. I don't want to hear it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing is, yeah, as you explained it just now, I put it in the same box as when we find out church ministers have been keeping up with Ephraim. Yeah. You know, and I've seen a lot in the last, I don't know if it's because we're on lockdown and people have got nothing better to do than just, you know, find these things and share them. I don't know, but I've seen a lot in the last couple of months. And I think we tend to forget that these people are human. Huh?
Can't see my dry legs, can you?
I just saw your kneecap.
Oh no, let's not do that.
Yeah. I think we I don't know if we forget. Yeah, we forget that these people are human. And this is my thing, yeah. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And good advice is good advice, irrespective of where it's coming from. Some people might turn around and, some people might turn around and say, who are you to be giving that advice when you're keeping up with fuckery. That doesn't mean the advice still isn't good advice. And yes, there's the argument of practice what you preach. There is that, you know. So now we're at a point where, can somebody give advice? It's like a criminal. Like, if you're a criminal, can you tell people how to act in a non-criminal way? Because you are a criminal, you keep up with criminal stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I agree that good advice is good advice, but I do feel like the messenger means a lot. So like, how do you know it's good advice if it's coming from somebody that's keeping up with Efries? How can you tell that it's good advice if the message, especially I'm not saying that about this guy, like, again, I've only just seen little bits online. I don't necessarily know what's happened. I can only know is that he's he cheated. But if like the message, if I feel, especially like with let's go back to the pastor thing, when you feel about people in pastors, if the message is coming from them and we know that the message is good, but they're monetizing it, so they're only giving us good advice because they're profiting off it, if that, then it's not. Then what you're saying doesn't really mean anything.
Of course it does, because the reality is, if I tell you, to love thy neighbor, and if I tell you that Jesus wants, you know, us to give more and do more within society and help those that need help and all of that kind of stuff, whether I'm profiting from it is irrelevant, because that is still a good message to give.
Can I give you advice or give you some information that I don't believe? No, listen.
Don't believe it.
No, let's just say, I'm just saying, for instance, this is just a total thing. This is it. I don't believe it. I'm just saying it because I know it sounds good. I'm just gonna say whatever I know Damon wants to hear, and it just sounds good. I don't believe anything I'm saying. I'm just gonna say it because I know that sounds good. Damon probably will.
You're telling me what the British government do every day.
I know, 100%. But my point is, like, if I just say stuff for the sake of saying stuff because I know it sounds good and I don't believe anything I'm just speaking. It's whatever, But you benefit off the information I've given you. That doesn't make me a good person. I accidentally gave you good advice.
But we're not talking. We're not questioning whether you're a good person or not. That's later on. I think it'd be different if you stood up and said, "Listen, this is what I'm advising you lot to do. I don't believe it, by the way. I don't keep up with that. I don't believe it. Personally, I think it's nonsense, but I'm advising you lot to do that because I get paid to tell you lot this." You know what? Even if you was to do that, guaranteed some people would follow your advice. Some people would follow your advice. The thing is, look, as I said, as human beings, I don't need to tell you not to cheat on your wife. I don't need to tell you not to be rude or abusive, physically or verbally or mentally. I don't need to tell you not to go out and commit murder or steal. You know that. These are things that you know, but people still do it. People still do it. I don't need to tell you this. So, you know, when it comes to my man and him giving relationship advice, if he's running around telling people that all of you people are out there that are cheating on your wives, you are the scum of the earth, then he puts himself in that box. And if he turns around and then tries to come with now, oh, well, my thing's different, then he needs to get stoned. He needs to get stoned.
I think for me, and this is not just me saying this to the women that are disappointed by Derek, his name Derek Jackson,
Derek Jackson.
Like, something I've learned definitely over the last 5 to 10 years is, we just can't put all your trust in people. You can't, like, you can look at someone and be like, yo, that person's amazing and I really respect what they do. but men, not even just men, the man, when I say man, I mean men and women.
Yeah, humankind.
Humankind will let you down. You have to, like, me as somebody that grew up single parent household, me and my mum, like, I definitely took influence and looked at various elders as role models. Yeah, to come now at 40, I don't have any of the same role models because every single one of them, and I'm talking about more so in entertainment, not like people. Even in, I'll be honest, I can talk about people in my real life, but we won't get into that because I don't want to embarrass people close to me. But even in entertainment, yeah, if you look at the people I looked up to as a youth, Bill Cosby, that was my guy. Like I as a kid wanted to be a Huxtable kid so bad. I didn't have a dad, and I looked at him like my dad. So I'd watch that show and feel like, yo, I wanted to raise my son in the way that he raised. Like I looked at that and was like, yo, that's perfection as a father and son and a father. So when now I'm 40 and I've seen what Effries he's got up to, fam. R. Kelly, great musician, genius. Yo, one of the greatest R&B songwriters of all time. 12 Play, one of the greatest R&B albums of all time. Look where we are now today. Do you know what I'm saying? I had an opportunity to meet one of my favorite rappers as you. I won't say his name because I don't want to throw him under the bus. When I met him, he was an asshole. So my point is, like, we can't put stake in people, in man, in humankind, because they are just that. They have feelings, emotions. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're bad. Sometimes they're dickheads. Sometimes they're great. But we can't always feel like just because this person has put out a 60-second video on YouTube and is talking about a situation that I've gone through and a person that I'm dating, that he is the be all and end all. He is the guru of all relationships. Anything he says can go. Like, I know women are really upset by this.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah.
Yeah.
You mentioned Bill Cosby. Yeah.
Do we have to?
No, you mentioned Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Now, what happens if Bill Cosby, as a father, instilled amazing values into his children, taught them, stand strong, be proud of who you are, strive for the best, you're a king, you're a queen, all of that stuff, all of that.
I don't doubt that he did that. I don't doubt that he did do that.
Now, I know his behavior will cast a shadow over him as a person, but that doesn't mean that what he has put into his children needs to be thrown away and rubbished.
Bro, you watched the Dave Chappelle stand-up? So Dave Chappelle's got a joke about Bill Cosby. I'm probably gonna fuck it up, but I'll just say it. But basically, Bill Cosby, aside from the crime, let's not even try not to think about that, yeah. But everything that you've just said about what he probably installed into his children, I don't believe he didn't do that. I'm pretty sure he did. Bill Cosby has sent multiple people to college, paid for it. Like, Bill Cosby is a humanitarian. Bill Cosby gives to charity. Bill Cosby does loads of amazing things. There are certain crimes I just can't forgive. I can't not, bruv, like, rape is something that I will never, like, I don't care what you've done, that's great. I can't condone that in any way, shape, or form. So I'm let down. As somebody that I looked at as a role model, I don't care what you've done for your children. I don't care how many kids you sent, how many people you sent to college. I don't care about how much money you raised for charity. You raped women. I can't rate it. I can't.
I'm not trying to justify or use that to kind of push that aside. I'm not trying to use the good to push the bad aside in any way, shape, or form. I think, kind of coming back on topic with this Derek Jackson guy. Yeah, you're right. At the end of the day, he is human, and his behavior has proven that you're not. I think this is what it is. I think his behavior has proven that he's not better than anybody else that he's spoken to or speaking about. I think that's what it is. And I think when you start believing the hype, yeah, when you start believing the hype that naturally comes from being successful, you kind of fall into that trap of walking around like your shit don't stink.
And I feel like he used that to chop women. That's in my opinion. I don't know if he did or he didn't.
Yeah.
But I feel like everything he said put him in a higher esteem with women. And I feel like he may have used that to do some of the efferys that he did in the same way that Bill Cosby did, in the same way that R. Kelly does. I just feel like and I'll be honest, and that's a lot of the reason why when I saw him on the timeline, I was uncomfortable by it. I was like, do you really believe a lot of this stuff you're saying, or are you just trying to get women, bro? Do you know what I'm saying?
I think he does believe it, but I think you can get caught up in the. There was somebody else that made a few. Do you know, like there's certain things that you can say, irrespective of what you do. As soon as you say them, it's like, yeah, you're just gonna be bombarded with admiration and applause and all of that. Do you know what I mean? Like anyone can stand up and you know, we need to protect our queens. We need to stop doing this, and we can, you know, and you're guaranteed to get hits and likes and all of that kind of love. I think he just maybe, and not even became that person. Maybe he always was that person. Maybe he always was that individual, you know. And boy, it just come because it just come on top.
Did you watch the video with his wife?
What, when they were doing it? What, with the two of them?
Yeah.
Doing the interview.
Yeah.
You know what killed it about that? Yeah.
So before you say this, can any of the ladies in the group confirm that that's actually his wife? Because I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. Is that actually his wife?
Wait, why are you not right?
I don't know. It's something about it. I just don't believe.
We might be on the same page.
Yeah.
And I need you to be very honest. I need you to be very honest.
Yeah.
What made you think is that his? Okay, all right. Should I tell you what made me think is that his wife?
Go on.
You see about how man talks.
Yeah. No, I don't even want to go there. Go on. I hear that, yeah, but more so just like she's like sitting there in her bonnet, like it just there was kind of no emotion. I don't know. I just don't. I'm sure that you would like she knows this video's about to hit the shade room and that. Like you could have.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And again, I'm not trying to shame her or anything, but are we sure that's actually his wife? Is all I'm asking.
I think we are sure,
okay.
and we have to be careful with what we're saying. I think we are sure that that's his wife. What killed it for me was reading the comments. I don't know why he had the comments on. Ace?
What were they saying? Were they ripping him?
My God, they were killing him in the comments. They were absolutely you narcissist. Look at you, you know. You're just chatting off this whole spiel, you know. This is more. What was it? This is more clout chasing. There wasn't a single comment that approved what they was doing. There was people like, why have you come on here? Why are you talking this? Your wife looks like she's not interested. Yeah. Like
squeezing her hand hard, grips in it, you know.
Why don't you let your wife speak? Look, you're doing it again. You know, like he was mad. He was mad. I don't know why he had the comments on. I really don't know why he had the comments on.
Yeah.
At all. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know.
I just say again, man, from experience, don't put all of your faith into mankind. I'm telling you, like, everyone's got secrets. Everyone's got everybody is like has a opportunity to let you down, and that's it's a sad reality.
Bro, that's a bit negative for us.
I know, but that's how I feel. Bro. That's how I feel. I feel like, no, okay, more, let me not say that. I think like more so when you don't know people. Like, for instance, like I know Damon. I know how Damon's gonna react in certain situations. I can take Damon certain places. Like I know how he's gonna move, innit? But if I've just met somebody or I've just seen them online, I don't know you. I don't know your backstory. I don't know, just because I know your art doesn't necessarily mean I know you as a person. So I can't look at you as somebody to take advice from or listen to or take what you're saying as gospel, because the truth is I don't know you, fam. I don't necessarily know you. So like, how can I be let down by somebody I've never met just because of stuff that they've given to me online? It don't make sense.
Absolutely, 100%. 100% agreed with that. Yeah, because the reality is this is entertainment, and social media, Instagram and Facebook have just become entertainment.
Straight.
I hear so much more now of people saying, I don't watch live TV. You know, and everything is on their phone or a tablet and they can catch up with this and that and that. But I'm very sure the majority of people probably spend more time watching social media than actual things that are being paid for to be produced to entertain us. But we're spending a lot of our times, whether it's this gentleman, whether it's, you know, I don't know what other celebrities are on social media, and they're making a living from this. They are making a living from this. So they're going to attack people and go hard and all of that kind of stuff. But I totally agree with you that we don't know these people. So how can you be disappointed by somebody that you don't know?
I have no idea. You don't even know people that know him. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not even like you're like I can ask you about like Montserrat or Wayne, like they are people's in it. Like you can vouch for them. We don't know this guy. We don't know him. No one knows him. So like we can't be disappointed in what's going on. We can't. Absolutely. And I feel like as well, like, sorry to keep going on about this guy, but I feel like a lot part of the reason why I used to scroll past is because I kind of just saw it. And I feel like he was one of them people that if you turned around and said, nah, this guy's chatting shit, or I don't believe what he's saying, you'd just be accused of being a hater. You'll just be like, nah, why are you hating? Why are you hating? But anyway.
Yeah, you know what? Just one more bit. This was very much like Major Hype. You remember when Major Hype's thing popped off? You know, and he was a this and a that, and literally everybody that was, you know, within the stand-up comedy, you know, world circuit, whatever else, and doing these videos on Instagram, just looked at it, was like, is this what you're keeping up with? You're the worst person in the world. Then everyone shifted the other way when we found out what the wife was saying. There were some holes in that and this and that and that. Then he's come back saying, you know, and it was a backwards and forwards until I think a couple of people was like, listen, you're both as bad as each other. I ain't got time for this. No time for this. I think the last thing I've heard, whether it's true or not, they're back together or they're together or whatever. And it's just like,
oh, really?
It's like, what? It's like,
that's toxic, man.
You know, but you know, we move, as Femi likes to say, we move.
Speaking of nasty gentlemen, I don't want to stay on this too long. I watched the first 2 parts of the Woody Allen documentary yesterday, and I couldn't sleep.
Listen.
He is a nasty man.
Listen, and look, see, you're about to open up a can of worms there.
I'm sorry.
You're about to open up a can of worms.
Oh my God.
Because this is the thing, yeah. The reality is, it's one rule for them and another rule for everybody else.
Woody Allen should be under the jail.
And there's, you know, even you know, spilling over to the Harry and Meghan interview, and it's like, hold on, wait. Everybody's got so much negative energy about what they are implying happens within the royal family, which is very believable. But my man, what, Prince Andrew? Okay, you know, so you see, Woody, I heard about his, and I don't know what's in this documentary. I just know about him and his wife now, and that she was the daughter
of
of
his wife.
his wife back then.
Or no, they never got married, but still his partner basically. It's
And
nasty. It's
and
nasty. It's
listen, you see
nasty.
that man there?
It's not.
Nah,
It's
it's mad.
absolutely nasty. But you know what? Sorry to keep stay on that. One thing I want to say is like with the Woody Allen thing, yeah, they could have caught it. He was making films, yeah. Like his biggest film is called Manhattan. I think he got an Oscar for it. Maybe not. I might be chatting shit. But he got a film that he was in the 80s, and he used to star in all his films, obviously.
Yeah.
He's a 42-year-old man dating a 17-year-old in the film. They made nothing of it. No one said nothing. I think he got awards for it and everything. Nothing. Then he found like loads of scripts where it's like 16-year-old girl dates 40-year-old guy, or it's nasty. And
You know what?
Still ain't been arrested.
You know what's weird? Even with the R. Kelly thing, yeah. You know when a lot of people was listening back to R. Kelly's music, and people were saying he told us what he was doing in his music.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, bro.
Same thing. It's actually the same thing.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. Let's move on. It's been a year, 365 days since we first went on lockdown. How do you look back at this year, bro? The last 12 months.
All right. Bro,
yeah.
I'll be honest with you. Obviously, we know what's happening in the next 4 days. So based on that, I was all right. You know what I'm saying? I was all right. I was doing a lot better than a lot of people. Like one of my close brethren, he is married with 3 children living in a 1-bedroom flat. Like, and I'm going back to the peak of lockdown, because everybody that watches us and everyone knows, that throughout the last year there were peak points, and then there were points where people were sneaking out, or people, do you know what I mean? It got a bit loose with not everybody, but some people. But I'm talking about the peak time of lockdown where everyone was in their house. I look at his situation, and I spoke to when we came out of the first lockdown, and I'm like, bro, I don't know how you've done that. I really don't know how you've done that, let alone you've got people that haven't seen relatives for like nearly a year, some over a year. Well, I was all right. It was summer. I made sure that at the beginning of it, I was doing this thing where I was just video calling random friends or customers, and I was video calling young customers that I had. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got 2 little boys who I'm now very close with, and close with their parents, Jackson and Grayson, and their parents have been listening to Cut the Chat from day one, Amy and Ty. So video calling them for like 5 minutes to see them, and they're like, oh, they don't like, and other little customers, that would get me through another week. And having group video chats with like, Daniel, Wayne, a couple other people at a time. It was good. And I think people made a real effort. Lala was forever reaching out. Do you know what I mean? Making sure, us lot were definitely all right, as well as her other friends. It was all right, bro. There were a couple times where I was sitting on my sofa and I'm like, I've been here for 3.5 hours sitting on my sofa. And then that's when I embarked on my on-road fitness.
Yeah, you did a lot of walking.
No, fam, I started my jogging. Don't you remember I tried to do a couple of push-ups in the cemetery, and I was out a breaking chains and all that, cuz. Breaking chains, cuz. Yeah. I think that was that at that point was when I was probably in a zone. Yeah, like I had my daily routine: get up, watch the news, have something to eat, go for a jog, come back, do a little workout routine in the garden. Plus, I was doing a lot of DIY. You've seen the garden. I was doing a lot of DIY. So it was all right for me. I can't lie. It was all right. There was a couple points where I was struggling, and I was lucky that I had Aish to lean on. You know, a couple of times Aish was like, "Listen, don't worry about it. I've got you. You know, mentally, financially. You know." But there's a hell of a lot of people that had
Yeah,
no
man.
one at all. And I felt a bit weird today when, you know, the news was like, it's the 1 year anniversary, because anniversaries are happy times.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? Anniversaries are fun times. It just felt weird to call it an anniversary. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I wasn't really happy about that. I'm like, you know, is it? It's not something to celebrate. It's
Yeah.
something to acknowledge, maybe. But
It's like
I don't know.
Biggie. It's like Biggie's family don't want us to celebrate March 9th anymore. Because it's like, why would you celebrate the day that somebody got gunned down? It's more
Yeah,
like,
but
yeah, celebrate his birthday or something. But like, yeah, I get it. Because it's a painful day. Rather
yeah,
than like when we're calling something an anniversary.
yes,
Yeah.
right. So you know what? To be totally honest with you, yeah, you see the first year, and I think this is what we have to start calling it now, remembrance. You see the first year that Big passed, yeah, and it was like the word anniversary was about,
Birth,
and
yeah.
it's you know, it's not, but you know, it is remembrance, you know, and it's not a celebration. I think it's just an acknowledgement of this amazing human being,
Mm.
whoever it is, whether it's Biggie, whether it's Tupac, whether it's Vic, whether it's, you know, any other relative or close friend that whoever has. It's just acknowledging that they were taken from us on this day.
Mm.
You know, we lost that individual on this day, and you know, even with us and what we do with Vic, what we do on the day that he passed is totally different to what we do on his birthday. Like, his birthday is just a mad celebration. It's just mad love. It's just a mad celebration, you know. Whereas the remembrance is just, you know what, I'm gonna go see Vic on my own, or Ace, I'm gonna buck you up there, Win, you know, Ram, Jay, we all just land and just have a glass, say a few words, and dip. Whereas the birthday is like, no, we're going in because we know Vic would be on the madness right now. Um, but you know, so I suppose he's, you know, Biggie's people. And what do you say?
Mm.
His mum, maybe.
Yeah, this family, you're
Yeah,
like, we don't want
yeah,
anybody to celebrate March or mark March 9th anymore. I think it's
yeah,
what, like, yeah, obviously the way he was taken was horrific as well. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
The thing is, I hear it, and I don't disagree with it. If you want to do something in like, as in you want to personally remember or whatever, then yeah, yeah, I hear it. I hear it.
I think for me, this whole year, it's interesting what you're saying about your friend being in a one bedroom flat, because I think space, like the space that you're in, is so
Mm,
important. Honestly, like, and
mm,
I don't think I even realized that until half, because so obviously I moved to this place. I moved here in August, and I say it all the time. I'm finding lockdown a lot easier than I did in the first half of it,
mm.
because I'm just comfortable. I've got everything I need around me. Like, I've got everything I love or next to me. Like, it's just, I'm just comfortable. Whereas I think comfort, like being comfortable in your space, is so good for your mental health. And
Absolutely.
this ain't been easy for anyone. So
Mm,
it's important to be in a space that you're comfortable in. So
mm.
yeah, I like, and I feel like for the year, in regards to the 365 days that the UK's been on lockdown, I just still worry about the children, man. I just worry about how this is going to affect them going forward.
Yeah.
I know like it looks like we're on our way out of it, but it's still a whole year that they missed.
You see, children. Yeah, children learn, and we're talking toddlers. yeah, they learn through like visual, innit? Like seeing what other people their size are doing. Do you know what I mean? So if they're not around other mini humans to imitate and copy and interact with, and bro, those are the ones that I just think, yeah, this is peak. It's
They
very,
already
very
don't know how to talk to each. Have you? You watched First Dates? Yeah. Have you ever seen First Dates before?
yeah.
All right. So have you watched Teen First Dates?
No.
Oh my god, these kids have got no game, bro. None, none. And like, I'm just watching. I'm like, it's because you guys don't have to talk to each other. You're on social media all day, every day. You can just slide into anyone's DMs. You don't know the pain and the anguish of having to go out and get the bravery to speak somebody on road. You don't know it. So when you're sitting there at a table across from somebody you're attracted to, I watched this boy. Yeah, the girl liked him. She was into. There was blatant attraction.
Yeah.
He was blatantly on him. He liked her, she liked him. And then just out of nowhere, he just starts dissing her. It was just like, it was so weird. I'm like, bro, you got no game. I could see it. And then there's like two people just across from each other, silent, awkward conversation. Like these young people don't know how to engage because and I can imagine it's gonna be worse now that they're doing everything on Zoom and they've been outside. They've been inside this whole time. So I worry for them.
Yeah, that is part and parcel of university. That's one of the main things that happen in university. You learn how to interact with people of similar age, you know, just for the sake of talking, you know. And if you're not in that environment, your social skills are going to be lacking horrendous.
Trust me. Like there's so much that you can learn. Like it builds character, getting turned down on road. It's important. I feel like every young boy needs that because now as well, like we've seen like girls getting punched because a guy doesn't know how to take the rejection. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We just take it on the chin and go home and then you move on to the next day. But like there's none of that now. There's absolutely none. Even like these dating apps, it's like you can get rejected and not know you've been rejected because, do you know what I mean? Like,
you know what? You see, I said that, yeah. I think, you know, like a great childhood feeling, is you see when you've got that girl that you're feeling, your crush, you ain't got no game. You've got zero game. But just that feeling of waking up in the morning knowing that I'm going to see that girl later, whether it be on the bus
100%.
or at school, that feeling is so nice. Game's dead. Listen.
Do you remember 2-hour phone conversations, bruv?
Brother.
Fam, you're walking around your house on the house phone and that. Like, are you mad?
Man is all got his foot leaned up on every different
that walking around upside down on the sofa. Fam. Oh man, they ain't got that no more. I feel sorry for them. They don't have that.
They haven't.
That was it, bro. I used to be phone box for time. Call me back. Call me back after 7. Just be in the phone box chatting to a gal. Are you all right? That was the time, bro. Are you okay?
Never that right now. Never that. They definitely missed out on that. Definitely. You hear about this thing that what is it? Let me find the thing. Let me find the thing.
Lee's gonna join in a second.
Okay. So did you hear about the what the Department of Work and Pensions are doing?
I rate it. I fucking rate it, bro. I like it. No, I rate it. I rate it. I rate it.
So basically, for anyone that doesn't know, the Department of Work and Pensions have decided to so they're saying that they will cancel passports held by people who have not paid child maintenance. Now, what I like about that is they should just change the word people.
I love this, by the way. I love this. I love it.
Why do you love it?
Because I know, like, I've seen the horror stories of sorry, I shouldn't say gal, women struggling with children, and the man them are in IB for living it up, but they can't send their kids money for their trainers, or like they're not paying what they're supposed to pay. I love it. Like, you're not going anywhere, bruv. You're not going anywhere. Like, you have kids to pay for. You are not going anywhere, my G. You're not going anywhere. What, the man am I going to IB for? You're not. Do you know why? Because you didn't pay your child maintenance, bruv. I love it. I love it. They should have been doing it for time. Like, I can't respect any man that will want to go on a holiday but not look after their youths. Are you okay? Like, where is that? When is that okay? Like, you're going to Napa and Ibiza and Vegas. You want to go Vegas, but your baby mother's struggling. I love it. I love it. They should have did it from years ago. I can't respect it. I can't. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere.
No. They're going Bournemouth.
Yeah, they're nowhere, bruv. You should have restricted to the M25. You can't get out of the M25, bruv. They should just take your car keys. Nah, you ain't going nowhere. I'm telling like, if you make a child, you got to pay for it. That's the end of it. That's how I feel. I don't feel if you make a child, you have to pay. That is it. And if you don't, there's got to be consequences. And if one of them consequences is you can't go IB for the man then that's your issue. That's it. Pay your child support then, innit? That's it. Pay your child maintenance. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm sorry to all of them beat dads out there. I love it.
All right, that's that topic done.
Like, what would be the argument for them not doing this? Go on, tell me.
I'm gonna tell you the argument, and you know what? It's not even an argument. All it means is that men that are out there that are doing the right thing, they need to make sure that they've got receipts, because there's a friend of mine that was paying for years. The woman, the child's mum, told the authorities that he weren't paying.
Oh, wow.
So they landed on him one day.
Oh, wow.
Landed. No, Ace, when I say landed, big embarrassment. Landed. Stop man at the airport. Landed. Hard.
Yes.
Landed.
Yeah.
Literally, you're not getting on no flight. Where you going? This thing. Where you going? Yeah, it was mad. The man, and the thing is, if it wasn't for this guy having such good friends around, like solid, like what happened? I'm coming to get you. I'm coming with my solicitor. You know that man there? Brother, but I'm at the airport. The solicitor can't do that here. You understand? And then them man are advising, okay, call these people, call them, bro. And it got resolved, obviously. It's
receipts, though. You're right. It's got, and again, of course, like, I'm coming down on guys that haven't done anything for this, but also, like, let's be honest, there are women that, like you said, I'm not let me step carefully, but there are women that, like, maybe don't use the money in the right way, or are just receiving money and not reporting it, or what. Like, let's do our due diligence.
But then, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
From this moment on, man, if you've got an arrangement with the mother of your child, receipts,
bank statements, receipts, everything. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you can prove
it. Now cash thing can't work. Bank transfers.
Bank
transfers. Get your shit in order. Get your game tight. Because when Ace makes that call and says, "Yo, man, we're going." Yeah,
you gotta be able to fly. You gotta be able to fly.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I don't want man them rolling with me that don't look after their kids anyway. So my friends all look after their kids. So I don't want no man them rolling with me that don't look after their kids. But yeah, I love it. I'm sorry. I think it's a great thing. And I think as well, because I think in regards to that whole thing of having an arrangement as well, like sometimes, like some guys do great. Some guys give more money than they're even supposed to. Some guys don't. Sometimes women end up like, okay, what, he's giving me that. I'm gonna go to the I'm gonna go to the court and end up getting less money.
Yeah, I've heard that.
End up getting less money than the guy was originally giving them. So, like again, like Damon says, do your due diligence. Make sure you keep your statements, bank statements, receipts, like to show what you're doing in it, like prove what you're doing. And even for your child, because you don't know what's been said. Do you know what I'm saying? So one day, like, well, I weren't giving you money. Look, here's. Do you know what I mean? Anyway,
yeah,
he's here. So yeah, but I love it. I'm really for it, 100% for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a guy here, one of my good brethren, yeah. He's counting down to the day that he stops paying child maintenance.
Is it at 18?
Yeah, he's got a count. He's got a clock. He's got a countdown clock.
Really?
Yeah, he's got.
Has he got a relationship with the child?
Oh yeah, the child. It's fantastic.
So why does he want to stop paying money?
Brother, listen to what I'm telling you now. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Do you know how old my child is?
Yeah, you still send her money. I know you do.
Bruv, why she works?
You send her money. I know you do.
I'm not saying I don't. Yeah. I'm not saying I don't. Bruv, today she messaged me like, yo, dad, can you drop me $150?
Exactly.
Brother, she works. She's an adult.
No, I'm not saying that she should get an allowance, but you still send her money.
She's not 18 in one day. She's 2 years past 18, you know? Clean 2 years.
I don't know if I'll stop sending my child money at 18. I feel like 18 is still quite young. I mean, I've got 2 years to go, so I don't know. Maybe I'm chatting shit, but I feel like I'll still give her money.
Yeah, but the thing is, if your daughter is out there working and living life, yeah, because this is the thing. I see what my daughter gets up to. Yeah, my daughter's on the gram. Bare mojitos and bellinis, you know, rooftop pizza.
On daddy's dime.
Bro, he's living. Brother, there's a couple times, there's times that I'm swiping through the gram and I swipe through, I'm like, who's that living like that? I said, oh God, he's my child.
How old your daughter, D? 20?
20 years old.
Oh my gosh, man, I can't believe it.
Look, Ace, look, you're right. You see when your kids reach out to you, you're gonna land, innit? There's no way you can't land. You're gonna land.
It's not an allowance thing. It's not like, oh, here's your whatever a month. Yeah, like, especially if you're working. But I can't imagine I will stop sending her money.
Nah, Lee, have you just woken up or something?
Yeah, he said a power nap. He said.
I was on a conference call.
All right, Lee, we're gonna leave soon, but I just wanted to bring you in on this quick subject. We were talking about the fact that young people today don't necessarily have game because they don't know the trials and tribulations of having to build up your bravery to go and chat to gal on it.
Yeah, they have text game, innit?
Yeah,
I've heard of this text game. They don't have about asking a gal about how many brothers she got, how many sisters she's got. You know, them basic questions.
Yeah.
I remember, you know, certain times I used to go raving. It took me the whole night to chat to one thing, you know.
And you was watching her for time, innit?
And I'll be honest with you, I let pure wifeys that I thought slip away.
Because you wanted that one thing.
Yeah, I had a brethren. I'm not gonna lie, and this is the reason why I bucked up the courage to actually chat to girls in clubs, is because he used to say, if you don't draw it, and if I told him, he will draw it. So I was like, nah, I can't even. And if you saw me looking at it, you don't even like you like that one, and I'll be like, no, and he will draw it. I'll be like, oh my God.
Oh no, do you know what the worst is though? Have you ever lost the thing that you really like in the rave?
Yeah.
And then you're looking for her for time.
Yeah.
Messes up your whole evening.
4 laps looking for her, like you lost your wallet. Like you lost your wallet, you know.
Looking for her for time. You're walking around the rave like a crackhead. Like, wait.
Yeah.
You know, no, but
with purpose as well.
You're
looking away with purpose.
Yeah? Guaranteed. You see how you're walking around the club looking for her like a crackhead? What do you do when you see her? Nothing.
Like a pussy.
Yeah, you walk past her. You walk past her like you didn't see it.
Isn't it?
You know,
God. Or the worst, like, and then you start chatting to someone else, and then you see her, you're like, oh shit.
No, do you know what the worst one is for me? It's like, if you know, like when you think, right, you're giving the eye contact strong, you think, right, it's gonna happen, and you leave it too long, and then next man's got it. And then the next man's
Rage.
flexing. You know, like you can tell
Rage.
these bars are strong. He came
Rage.
so correct. She's got a drink in her hand now. He's got his arm around her. He's got the phone out, so he's taking the digits. And you're thinking, oh man, he ain't gonna do what he can't love you like I do.
Lee, tell us about the time when you got the
Go on.
worst knockback when you were trying to chat to a girl. Go on. The worst one. Go on.
You know what? I haven't got solid. I never forget. I've had some. I don't even want to say this loud in the yard. I never forget. Yeah, this is not another knockback, but this was like a reality check. Yeah, and it was just like they were just ghetto girl from the ends back in the day. Yeah, and we met her in the club. Like I'd seen her around the hood, but she was hood. And I gotta tell you, when I say she's hood, she's proper hood. I think I might have told this story, you know. And anyway, we used to see each other. I got to a point we just say hello, innit? But she's nodding at me like, yeah, wagwan, rah. Anyway, push comes to shove. Couple years later, we link up, and whatever happens. And I see her again years later in elbow rooms.
What?
And yeah, you remember elbow rooms in Angel?
Angel.
That shot about 10 years ago. So this tells you how long it was.
Yeah.
And as I'm in there, I'm chatting, and she's looking straight one way, and I'm talking to her from the side, innit? So, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? And she's like, you cool? But she's not looking at me. So I'm talking to her ear. She's face in one way.
She ain't acknowledged you. She ain't acknowledged you.
She's not. No, she's talking one word answers.
Yeah.
But she's not saying a lot. So it's one word answers. And so I'm thinking, rah, does she remember me? What's going on here? What's the situation here? What's the problem here? And so it got silly that. So I'm talking to her and I'm like, rah, remember all this time facing the bar and I'm facing the side. And I'm like, yo, do you remember me? And she looked at me, looked back at the bar, and goes, what, you think I don't remember what Dick's been in this funny? Off. Kept it moving. Kept it moving. Kept it moving. Kept it moving. I couldn't. You couldn't.
You never said that after that. You just walked off.
What do you say? What is that to say?
Well, you didn't even ask for a little like a review or nothing, or like
no. Clearly she
some
wasn't
feedback or nothing.
Clearly she wasn't impressed.
Oh
like,
shit!
Wow, never, ever. Felt like I don't even know if that weren't this demasculating. I don't know what is, blood.
Oh,
I couldn't
man.
believe it.
That's
And the man was like, what's going on over there? Like, you know, like they're thinking, right, what's going on over there? And I'm like, nah, she's an idiot, man.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that, man.
The long and short of it is young people don't know how to chirps no more, unfortunately.
No,
They don't know how to. They don't.
No.
They don't.
What's your worst knockback, Ace? What's your most humiliating?
The thing is, I've been locked back bare times. I've been like at the bar, can I buy you a drink? Look at me like, I've had that. I had, no word of a lie, on the 250 bus in Streatham, I had, what's your name? No. I was like, no, what's your name? No. Did I fuck you that is? What's your name? No.
No, you know.
I was like, no, what's your name? No. I just went to sat at the front of the bus, bro. I just went to sat at the front of the bus.
Whoa.
Your turn, Damon.
Whoa. You know what? I had no game in it. I had no game. I had no lyrics. Yeah. I remember I see some girl and it was literally, yeah, I really like you. That's what I said. Yeah, I really like you. You know what he said? He said, so what?
You know what's funny? She could have said, oh, that's sweet, or like, that sweet would have been all right.
She said,
so what? Evil. But see, I'm saying you need them things because they help build character, honestly.
You know what that done? That made me have counter bars. Yeah. I had counter bars. You know, like for the rest of that night and maybe for the rest of that week, I actually started thinking, what should my comeback have been? Do you know what I mean? Like, what should I have said after that? Bro, it just made me have counter bars, bro. Ready for any answer. Ready.
Straight.
Didn't work though. Didn't work. But
You know what though? A couple of times, I think a couple of times back in the day, I remember saying like trying to chat to someone and they're just looking through me and looking past me. You know, like you say hello. I've definitely seen that one a few times, like just looking around the room, like no one was like, "Why you this brother talking to me?"
That's so rude, though.
Yeah, I've been
That's
buoyed
rude,
off.
man.
I've been buoyed off. I know I've definitely been buoyed off a few times.
Can I say those things don't happen in the Midlands, by the way?
They don't happen where?
In the Midlands.
No, they draw you. They draw you. They say, where's your phone?
Women in London are a lot more.
Where's your phone? Where's your phone? Why?
Yeah, straight.
Just give.
Shout out to the Brummies.
479. Oh, right, that easy,
You know,
yeah.
I'm gonna hot up somebody right now, yeah. I was out with am I gonna hot him up? Should I hot him up? Yeah, I'm gonna hot him up.
Yeah, hot him up. Hot him up, man.
I was out with Darren, yeah, years ago. And Darren was fully thrashed this night. Yeah. And we in Bid? No, we was in what's that club on the corner by Shoreditch? Opposite
Concrete.
Yeah,
Corner shop.
in Concrete. Downstairs in Concrete. We're in there. Darren drunk by the bar. And me, Darren, and the girl. And I'm like, yeah, Darren, my girl's feeling you. She's staring at you. She's feeling you. Darren's like, yeah, drunk, fresh, whatever. I've gone to the girl and said, yo, my brethren is really feeling you. Right? She picked up her drinks, looked at Darren, started laughing, and walked off.
No, violation.
It's a violation. It's not nice. Don't do that.
That's a violation.
It's not nice. You don't have to be like that.
No. Some, you know what though? Let's be honest though. Back in the day, some nights just weren't working. I do remember now. I can remember it's all coming back to me now. You're saying these stories. I remember one night you just weren't flowing. You know, like the glow weren't there. I must have just looked like a broken man or something. So I thought, you know what? Let me just move the goalpost. I'm gonna start with something Butters. and even Butters weren't going give me no time. I was like, what? Your point what? I'm talking to you, you know. Nah.
Start blaming everything. Like, yeah, I knew I shouldn't wear these shoes, man.
You don't know. My Patrick Cox on. You get what I'm saying?
These shoes for, man?
Ben Sherman, and it's still not getting nowhere. Nah, you're taking a piss. No, you're taking a piss. Violation.
Women, be nicer, man. You can't say so. I like you. So what? That is faced.
But you know what though? I think one thing back in the day, this is a game changer. If you had a bottle of Moet in your hand, you were getting places. That was definitely a power move. But that cost 60 notes. That's how old that's what I'm going back. It was 60 notes back in the day. If you could have a 60 notes bottle of Moet and Chandon in your hand.
Winning.
It was easy. The numbers was coming in a little bit easier than normal.
Yeah, of course.
But I worked in Sainsbury's, so that 60 note was hard to come by. That was a big
Remember-
part of my wages.
Do you remember 10 rooms? 10 rooms in
Where?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember
Central.
10 rooms.
I remember
Yeah,
I went
Bar
10 rooms once, yeah. And shout out to DJ Maxdick. He didn't drink at the time. I think he drinks now, but he wasn't drinking at the time. And he was DJing. But the club would always give him a bottle of champagne. And he didn't drink, so he just gave me the bottle. Fam. I held that bottle for 4 hours, fam. I tell you.
He had no juice in it, you know.
The bottle was still full, but I was sipping it, boy. Think about it, I'm in 10 rooms in Central. I can't afford to buy a bottle in here. No way. In Central, 10 rooms, you know. No way.
Oh,
I'm buying a
my.
bottle in here. He gave me the bottle. I was
Oh,
holding it for that was my accessory, bruv.
I got a mad.
Cleaned up with.
One of the very few nights I was in there, yeah. I remember this night. Random things kept on happening. You know, you always had them breakdancer crew. That was just
Yeah.
They would just start
Blood,
battling.
I
It's
hated
like,
that,
what
you know.
So annoying. So annoying.
I thought that was
remember-
so geeky.
Yeah.
But it's weird. But I remember I went to the bar, yeah, and I was waiting to get served, and I see a brother order like a Jack Daniels and Coke, something else, and a glass of wine, yeah. So I'll never forget this. So they've hit him with the bill, and I think the bill was something like 50 quid. Something like 50 quid. But it's 10 rooms, it's West End. You know what time it is, isn't it? My man's like, 50 quid for what? He said, 50 quid for what? He's like, this, that, and that. My man's like, hey, listen, nah, take back the wine. Take back the wine, yeah? So the barman said to him, but I've opened the bottle. Yeah. Like I can't take back. I poured it. You know what my man done? My man picked up the glass and poured it back in the bottle. He wasn't having a bar of it.
Wow.
He wasn't
Brother.
having a bar of it. Not a
Brother.
bar of it, bro.
I remember a night out, yeah. One time I was with one guy. He was a money man as well. And I'll never forget, like, he used to like, you know, like, oh, what are you drinking, girls? Where he's giving it all that. And similar situation. The girl turned around and goes, oh, champagne, isn't it? It's like, yo, yeah. What is the thing now? So like you said, the barman's gone over, popped it, put it down, poured it into the glass. She's looking at him. Man got out a pound coin, put it on the side and slided it. And that was it.
What do you mean?
Bruv, he put £1 towards it. That was it. I never forget how gutted she couldn't believe it. You know, these
A
times
pound?
she had having a group meeting with all her brethren, you know, like come. They all had to come in together, put their money together to buy the bottle because he won't want to buy the bottle. Because what you think I buy her champagne? I asked her what she wants to drink. She said champagne. Oh my, I couldn't believe it. I actually thought he was gonna pay for it as well. I
A
thought,
pound, you know.
put a pound on the foot and just slid it.
I
The
rate
way he
it.
slid it as well, slid it to her,
I rate it. I absolutely rate it.
killed it.
Too funny. All right, listen, guys, it's 11 o'clock. That was a fun episode. We did a little while today.
What did I miss?
We spoke about Derek Jackson. Do you care about him?
Who's he again?
He's a waste man. Don't worry about it. We spoke about a year of lockdown. How's it been for you? We should ask how you've been the last 365 days, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm cool.
Are you used to it yet? Are you like comfortable in it now?
It's what it is now, man. You know, you have moments that you love it, some minutes you hate it. I mean, I've had time to kind of do the thing, grow my hair out, but you know what? To be honest with you, because everyone's been locked down, it's been easier. I suppose if everyone was still out there killing it, living their best life on the gram, it would have been harder. There's only the Dubai phase that was kind of hard. You know, just people watching, thinking they're having a great time, but
that got locked off quick.
Ain't been that bad, to be fair. Could be worse. But I got feeling it could still be another year.
We also talked about man them losing their passports if they don't pay their child support.
Boy, what are you man saying about that though? What did you man say?
I love it. I love it, bro.
Eight smoke for everyone.
I love it, bro.
To be fair, it teaches man a lesson, innit? Where you going? If you're not paying no money, but you go out there and stunt.
Exactly.
To do it to what? To do it to someone else.
Exactly that. Imagine your youths living in some Croydon black moldy
You get what I'm
leaking
saying?
flat, and you're in Ibiza. Or Dubai. Fuck off. No,
Boy, it's common though, boy. It's
no,
common.
it is.
You know
It
it's
really is.
happening.
Mm.
You know it's happening. It is what it is.
Is what it is. All right, we'll be back next Tuesday. When am I gonna see you lot, man? When like
I know it's
is the
been a
barbershop open
time,
next
innit?
week, bruv?
No, bro.
When is it?
In about 3 weeks or something.
Oh.
The
The
12th of
16th
April.
of April or something, isn't it? I think 12th of April, yeah.
Damon
Yeah.
Damon won't be on next week's episode, by the way.
Well, where
Of
is
course
he?
I will be.
You won't, man. Damon will have a new baby next week, Tuesday.
And
Oh, is it? Oh, is that
myself,
the due date, yeah?
myself and the baby will be on the episode.
Really?
Yeah?
The premiere episode.
The baby will be masked up though. The baby will be masked up. You can
Oh.
blur out the screen. I'm gonna be one of them guys on social media. Blurred the baby face.
You're not hiding the babe. Not hiding the world from your baby. You're hiding your baby from the world.
Yeah. Or what I
Or the
might
other way
do.
around. I can't remember.
What I
What it was.
might do. I might go online tonight and buy myself. Get myself. You know, you can get the masks that look exactly
How
like.
dry my legs are. So go ahead. So
Oh,
go
yeah.
Right, yeah.
Have we
Wait,
discussed
do you know-
what sex the baby's going to be?
wait, Ace, do you know noughts and crosses on your legs?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna moisturize.
No, not finding out, Lee. Not finding out.
Oh, it's a secret, yeah?
Yeah. Well, it's not a secret. It's just we'll find out on the day.
It's a boy.
Fair
I know
play.
this already.
I think it's a boy as well.
So do I. He's a boy.
Well, yeah. So this time next week, baby will be here, fam. You will either see the baby or you will hear the baby. One of the two.
Hopefully,
Ah,
Femi will take some time out and chat to us. Like, keeps dropping us out and that. But Femi's working
Yeah.
at the moment, working on a new movie.
Mm.
So hopefully we'll be back next week, Tuesday. This episode will go up on on the socials today.
I promised everyone because we was late that it was going to go up by tomorrow.
I'll upload it tonight.
Is there anyone or anything in the comments that we need to highlight or any? Is it worth it? Anything?
Let's have a quick look, guys. Is there anything we're forgetting before we duck out of here?
hey, Damon, are we going to talk about your criminal friend, or we say that for another time?
I would say that for another podcast. Man said my criminal friend. Be cool.
Your criminal friend who you be popping bottles with at the end.
Who's got the most criminal friends?
Damon, 100%.
100%.
100%.
You know what?
I believe Damon has got a friend that could do anything.
What do you mean do anything?
What I'm saying is, if I have a situation, that sounds dodgy. But if I needed
They
something,
used to have a brethren, sorry to cut you, they used to come into the barbershop and sell man credit.
exactly. If
For half
I
price.
believe that you have a friend that can do whatever I need.
Yeah.
Have you got a friend that can improve my credit score?
I've got a guy that you can get anything on credit through this guy.
Nah. I need my credit score to go. Can
Oh
you
yeah,
got a
it
friend-
will cost you. It will cost you, but I've got guys that can do that. Yeah.
See,
I
What
bet
about
Damon
Ki-
can get cheap car insurance.
Yeah.
really? Well, you don't want to tell me that.
Because this is the
I
thing.
just dropped a bundle, mate.
I don't know how you see, right. I'm not gonna put on to anybody what I don't use myself. See, if I use my cheap car insurance guy and it buses, then I will bust, man. But nah, like you see, like all of them guys that are running around selling the COVID certificate thing for you to park anywhere.
No, I didn't know that was going on.
No, what's that? I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that was a
I
thing.
didn't know that was going on.
What?
No.
You know the see, obviously, you know back in the day, man was shot in disabled badges, innit? Not man like
Wait.
but-
Can I ask you something? At any point, did you ever have a disabled badge?
No,
So
no.
you're saying that Saab was parked outside the barbers on the double yellow, legitimately, yeah?
Bridget,
I
you know how long ago I had that song?
I said double yellow.
There weren't no lines out there. There weren't no lines out there when I had the song. There were no lines out there. No, you haven't seen them COVID letters.
No, I didn't even know that you could. And what can you do? You can park anywhere with it.
Basically, it's a letter that just says COVID doctor or COVID nurse on call, something, NHS with an NHS stamp. Put it in your dashboard and just park anywhere.
Have you got a friend that can give me a fax machine?
You a fax machine.
Matt,
What?
Thinking
I need a
about
rice cooker and a fry
And an
cooker
air
as
fryer.
well. Air
And
fryer, you need the air fryer.
fryer, yeah.
Who's got air fryer? You guys got air fryers?
No, but my brethren's got one. I've got
I've
one
got
on.
Bagging
It's
still.
waiting to come. I heard it's
bagging
heavy,
still.
innit?
Yeah, it's bagging.
Is
still.
it?
Bagging,
Yeah, I heard. Have you got one, Ace?
Yeah, I got one. I
I
got,
heard
I
that
got
you-
one
yeah,
at
mine
the
should be
beginning of
coming
lockdown.
soon.
Fling your little planting in there. It's all right. Still, it works.
What? I heard you could do mac and cheese in there as
You
well.
can do everything in there, bro. Chicken, everything.
What rice?
Not rice. I got a rice cooker. I'm lazy.
What about suya? What about suya?
I don't eat suya. I'm
What about
Ghanaian,
eba?
I'm Nigerian.
What about eba?
Here we go. Let's stop now. Get to the
What
African
about
slot
ching
now.
ching?
Guys,
What about
I
pepper
am out
What about
on your
fufu?
radio Sunday night, by the way, if you want. If
What
you want to
about
listen in.
ching ching?
Till then, rate, subscribe, comment. Love
What
you
about
all.
under the? What about under bobo?
Man, them pay their child support.